Fellows Falls, and welcome to the feed. Here we are, 10 days till Christmas. Marty is off-site today. She's zooming in. Hi, Marty.
I'm zooming from an undisclosed location.
Yes, if you can figure out where she is, we will give you a prize. But we're here with Emmett
Exactly.
Dunbar
If you can figure out
and
exactly
Leslie.
where I am, there's a prize.
Okay. And we're going to try to figure out how to do this. We have a lot of energy here today because we have a lot of talkers. So we're going to start with Marty, and we're going to go to local events.
I want to give a huge shout out to everyone that had anything to do with the Parade of Lights. That was a huge success. The weather held out. It was a little bit cloudy and a little gloomy, but the parade was well attended. Everything looked great. So huge shout out. I don't want to name specific names because I don't want to miss somebody, but huge shout out to everybody that put effort into that parade. So classic movie night. Tonight is the Polar Express. There's going to be two showings. There's a 4 p.m. and a 7 p.m. showing. The Polar Express is sponsored by Pat and Alan and Miles at the Village Square Booksellers. But wait, there's more. Coda & Coda has stepped up, and they're going to be providing free triple ups for the Polar Express showings.
Whoa.
So,
Yeah.
I know, isn't that cool? Isn't that cool?
That's really amazing.
That is awesome.
BFUHS, the high school, is having their winter concert and art show. It's tomorrow night at 6 p.m. The art show is at 6 and the concert starts at 7. There'll be performances by the choir, the concert band, and the modern band. So go out, if you're not doing anything, go out and support the kids. I'm sure they've worked hard and they probably missed getting to do this last season. So if you have free time tomorrow night, head to the high school.
Great.
And that's it.
Thanks, Marty. In studio today, we have Emmett Dunbar and Leslie Lassiter. We're going to be talking about River Artisans Cooperative downtown and the Canal Street Gallery downtown. This is part of our series that we're doing to support local businesses. So a lot to talk about. Let's start with a clip that we took down at River Artisans Cooperative last week, and then we're going to come back and talk. And that's the River Artisans Cooperative. Pretty cool place, Leslie. Tell us about it.
It's a way cool place. We were here on your show last year. We had 23 artisans then. We have 23 now, though we've lost a few and gained a few. So we have all sorts of wonderful things, and you just saw that in the clip, how we have ceramics, we have cutting boards, we have Christmas decor. I brought in a sample from Wilma Skavinsky. All these wonderful ceramics. People come and buy there are these maple pitchers that sell really fast. And so we have all sorts of stuff. And if you want Christmas decor, we've got that right now too. And before I keep going, because I have plenty I can say about the shop and about the wonderful artisans, I want you to know, and I think Alex has this and can put it on the screen, we have a Christmas raffle. And the top prize for the Christmas raffle is a $100 gift certificate to use in the store. So you can come in and say, I like this the best, or I like tons of little things the best. If you're the grand prize winner, you can go home with $100 worth of stuff. But there will also be other prizes. They're grouped in baskets. So there might be some Christmas decor in a basket. There might be a beautiful basket somebody made with a Christmas ornament in it. There might be last year we had a kitchen basket, so there would be a cutting board and pot holders, etc.
Yeah, my wife
so yes,
a lamp last year.
your
That was
wife
amazing.
won one of Michael's lamps.
Yeah,
and
that was
everyone
amazing.
loves Michael's work. He does wood and stone. He takes stone, and you know how you have these beautiful stone walls outside that is that called masonry?
Yeah.
So he has taken these stones and made lamps or made boxes or like pencil boxes or made candle holders. And people come in, I tell you, last year in December they came in and they just stood in front of his stuff just kind of drooling because it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And the same thing happened right before Valentine's Day. People just look at his stuff because it's such beautiful craftsmanship, both the wood and the stone. So that's Mike. He does these beautiful things, but you saw all sorts of other things. Now, one of our new people this year is Kaylin Lott, and you saw some of these in the clip that you took. She's been part of River Artisans now, I don't know, 2 months, 3 months, and she just does these whimsical things. Let's see, I have to bring it this way. That's a dog with kind of a ruff on it. So
Yeah, it's like a clown. Yeah.
yeah, the clown thing is called
Yeah.
Ruff. And so she's one of our newer, and I think, I haven't met her, but I think she's a younger artisan too, versus old people like me, because we got a bunch of us old people, but us old people do nice things too.
So is that wood burning or is that ink?
I believe this is a print.
Oh, okay.
I believe she has printed onto the rough wood.
Uh-huh.
And we have another artist, Deb Craig, who has, we saw some of the things in her clips. She has a lot of things that she puts on recycled wood. She paints beautiful birds, she paints winter scenes, she paints Vermont scenes. So those are some other things that have been painted on wood. This is printed on wood. And then we have tons of stationery. Don't go to the drugstore and get a card. Come to us. We have, things that people in this area have designed and had printed up.
Yes.
And one woman, Caitlin Pollock, hers are not even printed. You're getting the real true artwork when you buy one of her.
Oh, really?
One
Yeah,
of her
yeah.
cards. And she does beautiful work. In the clip, there was a red apple, and I'm pretty sure that is Caitlin's too. So we have all sorts of lovely stuff. I on purpose brought stuff. I am wearing something for sale. I dropped by the shop before I came over. This is an infinity scarf. See, there's not an end to it. And it's double-sided. Are you in a brown mood? Are you in a black mood? You've got two shawls in one, and it's connected. It's not going to fall off. So another. Go ahead.
Not putting you on the spot, but what would you say the radius of the artists? Because this is all very local art. I mean, extremely local,
Somebody
right?
lives in Alstead, so what's that? 40 minutes.
Yeah, maybe
35,
yeah.
40 minutes.
Is that?
I live just up the stairs on School Street. So I think it's like 3 minutes on foot to maybe 45 minutes to an hour away.
So extremely local artists.
It's a local artist
Yeah,
thing.
so
We're a
that's good.
juried shop also. If someone out there would be interested in being part of River Artisans, there's a process. You either online or come into the shop and you get some forms, and we have a jury who says yes or no. So, if you've made paper mache and it looks like a 5-year-old made it, then probably not. But if you do lovely quality work, it would be juried and you could be part of River Artisans. And we are always looking for new artisans.
Yeah.
I'm not saying artists because there's artists who do pictures and paintings, and there's artisans who do cutting boards and who do things that are more craft oriented.
Well, I know there's one person that's like a blacksmith, right? They do wrought iron.
Yes, I almost
things.
grabbed one of his things. So that's Fred McKinney, and he has these wrought iron. I almost brought in an S-curve hook,
Yeah, those are
and
really
and he
nice.
does racks. There's a paper towel roll that he does. Another thing that Fred does is he tumbles rocks. I'm reaching into my pockets, so, and I'm making noise, and I don't know if that's very seeable, but he tumbles rocks. And so you can come in and get a $1 rock or a $2.50 rock or a $7.50 rock. And if you're into these, I'm totally into these, you could buy an amethyst and put it under your pillow if you have trouble sleeping.
Yes,
know?
yes.
So
Definitely.
so Fred does rocks, and I on purpose wore something. Let's do this. I on purpose wore a necklace that's in front of the microphone. That's one of Fred's
Yeah.
rocks. So Fred also has a local shop, Fred Rocks. I think
We
he's
did a
been
show
on-
on him. He was
he's-
great.
he's
He was a
been
lot
on
of
the
fun.
feed.
Yeah. We'd like to
So-
get him on again. I'd like to get him out in the field.
Let me show a couple more things, and you'll tell me if I'm supposed to keep talking or not.
Well, we have to give Emmett some time before.
So we have things that are good for Christmas where I've got to hold it. I hold it in front of me, it's in the camera.
Yeah.
You can't see that one. Here's light in front of dark. But we also have masks. If you need a mask, we've got them, and they have a lanyard on them, so when you get in your car, it'll still be around your neck.
Yeah.
So I think I've maybe spoken enough for my turn.
Well, thank you.
And you can let me know if you
Thank
want me to
I-
speak
Marty,
more.
do you have any questions before we move on, though?
I have a couple of comments. I've been watching, Etsy's been doing a really big campaign on TV about, unique gifts for Christmas. And my thought was, who needs Etsy when we have River Artisans? Because, there's such an eclectic amount of things in there at pretty much every price point. So just encouraging people to shop local and not shop online. And interesting comment that Leslie made, the difference between artisans, they have artisans, and then Emmett, you have art and artists. So that's a perfect segue into what you're going to talk about.
Yeah, sure.
So, Emmett, take it away.
Right on.
First, tell us who you are.
Who I am.
Have we seen you before? You've
You
been
might
around
have
town.
seen me. You might have seen me.
Yeah.
Might have seen me around.
Yeah.
I tend to make myself known. I'm kind of loud and bright colored. Yeah, my name is Emmett Dunbar, and I've lived in Windham County for 22 years. I've been a farmer in Londonderry in Windham County all that time. And as I branched off the farm some years ago, I found a job in Rockingham, and I was the economic development director for the town of Rockingham, 2016-17 time. And in that time, I got some artists together to start a gallery. There was a lot of artists, clearly, and a lot of studios, but not one gallery in Bellows Falls. So that was a smart business to try to create without competing with anybody,
Right,
and
yeah.
give a lot of opportunity to the local artists to have an outlet, create and support the creative economy, as they call it. So I've been really trying hard for the last 4 years to support the creative economy in Southern Vermont, and I've been working with my partner Mike Noyes. So Mike Noyes and I started the gallery with our friend Garrison. Garrison Buxton is not involved with the gallery anymore, and Mike has really taken the driver's seat and is the director, and I'm supporting him and have my roles, but he's there more.
Okay.
He is an artist. He's a trained oil painter who got a degree from the Art Institute Chicago, which is kind of the Harvard of art institutes.
Wow.
He's a very accomplished and capable person. He's managed galleries in this country and other countries, and he has tremendous ability to make the small gallery on Canal Street. By the way, the Canal Street Art Gallery is on Canal Street in downtown, historic downtown Bellows Falls.
It's beautiful.
We are open Wednesday to Saturday, 11 to 5, and we would love to see you. So anyway, at this gallery, we have a very, very professional, beautiful display. There's some on the screen. Because Mike was just a professional who did that. And we wanted to do a different model than the Artisans Gallery, because the River Artisan Gallery existed in Rockingham, and it was in Saxon's River. And it was before it
started there.
moved. It moved right about the same time we opened up. They kind of moved into town. And so there wasn't a whole lot of point in doing the cooperative thing, and we didn't want a vanity gallery. Mike didn't really want a gallery. Mike is living upstairs in one of the Exner Block artist studios, apartment studios with his own studio and doing his thing. But to get back to the point is that we are in our 5th year. We've done 29 shows. We have worked with over 100 artists. We represent 22 artists. We have online product. The art is available online on our website with purchase buttons, like all the way full service all the way through. If you see a piece of art online, you want to buy it, you can, and it'll be shipped to you. We're also part of a online market in Europe that takes euros only and exists entirely only in the European Union. And we curate spaces off-site and outside the gallery. When the Main Street Arts came back to being open again after COVID-19 closing, and not closing, but suspending their programs, they have come back. They came back. They're like, what are we going to do? And through communication, through community, and through working together, we used our represented artists to hold a represented artist show at River Artisan that we were able to curate for them. No cost or anything, just some sharing of sales.
At Canal Street.
Yeah, Canal.
You said River Artisan.
I didn't mean River Artisan. Right, we're getting all confused. Main Street Arts is an unbelievable nonprofit organization that everyone should already know about, that's in Saxon's River, that's in Rockingham, that does live art, print art, music art, every kind of art. Incredible. Own a building, downtown Saxon's River. Gotta go if you haven't been. When they reopened, we worked with them to put our artists' art in their building.
Yeah.
And they reopened and had music and people and food, and it was really great. It was really great to collaborate and work together. And we share some artists too.
I was there for a Feldenkrais workshop last Saturday.
Yeah.
So they do all sorts of wonderful things.
Yeah.
That's a healing modality.
Yeah, they use their space in a really smart way.
They do.
And it's really good. So we are currently in our Art for All show, which is very specifically for the holidays. We encourage all the artists that want to be in the show to do smaller pieces that they've had or created maybe a while ago and have felt like, okay, I've been moving this piece around and displaying it and trying to sell it for 6 years or 7 years or 2 years. Let's just cut the price in half, put it out there, and I get to move some art. Someone gets some nice art for less. And also just the idea of being able to walk into an art gallery and not be overwhelmed by the price tags or the idea that it's for somebody else or that it's a culture that isn't yours or anything like that. It can be intimidating, I get it, to walk by an art gallery that has maybe a $3,000 painting in the window. So, you know, we have 1 or 2 pieces each show that might be 2,000 or 3,000, but really our goal is to be a mission-driven business that provides space for local artists to express themselves and share their art through the gallery.
This is inspiring. This is just totally inspiring to hear this. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been there, but I love hearing you talk about it because now I'm going to go more.
Good.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's stuff in there that's original artwork for $30, and there's stuff in there for $3,000, but most of it is under $200. And our percentage is less than a lot of other galleries. We do 40%. We started at 30%, but we would have closed because you just can't make it.
Yeah.
But we're not more than 50, and our entrance fees are really low, and We work well with people and we help promote. For the last 6 months, we've been hanging and curating the Route 91 Hartford Visitor Center because coming out of COVID, they needed to get that program going again, and it was easier we had done it in the past, to contact us and then have me work with the different artists so they could have different artists every month, but through one group.
Right.
But January 2022, it's going back out. So for all of you artists who are here and seeing and paying attention to this, you need to know, if you don't already know, to get in touch with the Vermont Visitor Centers in Hartford, Guilford, and the one north of it is in somewhere north near,
South Burlington.
not all the way to Burlington, but it's in, I don't know. It's near Hanover. No, it doesn't matter. The point is when you get into the visitor center, when you get the right person, you'll find out that they have a free rotation on their walls. So
Oh, so you can get in.
sign up, and for 1 month you can hang your stuff on the wall and then take it down, and it's free, and you promote
Yeah.
yourself.
And it's any Vermont artist.
Any Vermont artist.
That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
That's
any
good
Vermont
information
artist.
right there.
So a single artist that's
Yeah.
not part of your gallery and not part of River Artisans could call and say, I have art, do you have space?
Exactly.
Wow.
And then they'd get in touch. They'd find out that they're. I mean, I know this because I've done it with a gallery. Guilford is booked out like 14 months, and the Hartford Center is about to open up and has 3 or 4 months only. So the smaller ones you can get into. Guilford Center, if you want to do it now, you'll actually be there in 2023, but you have to sign up now. So it's very popular.
Yeah.
Free
Well,
popular
that's
program.
The one. That's
The
most-
one thought I want to share.
Yes, please.
With your 20 plus artists in the square, and our
Yes.
20 plus artists in Canal Street Art Gallery,
Yes.
and the couple, 3 artists that I know that they represent and sell at Monty's Business, which is the jewelry shop, which is
Yeah.
called,
Rock and Hammer.
Rock and Hammer. Rock and Hammer has some original artists. Halliday's has some original artists. So you drive into Bellows Falls, and in 3 blocks, you have 55, 60 original artists' artwork available, predominantly all for probably under $500.
Amazing, isn't it?
There's just, and then the Wyndham Antiques is endless, but
Yeah.
I don't know how much individual artist artwork they have in there versus things that were created before by somebody else,
Yes, yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
But and then the cafes have some stuff on the wall. So yeah,
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
really incredible. I think
It's a
Bellows Falls is
happening place.
rocketing into a wonderful art destination.
It is.
And it's a great destination for so many other things all the time. Living in Londonderry, people complain about stuff. I'm like,
Come to us.
there's so much stuff in Bellows Falls. You got to go to Bellows Falls. And then I come to Bellows Falls, people complain about stuff. There's nothing in Londonderry. Why don't you go there and see what it's like? So I keep sending people back and forth. If they complain about Londonderry, I send them back and forth. They're like, oh, I like where I live. It's not so bad.
Yeah, yeah.
You just got to get perspective.
So this sounds
Exactly.
like a good segue into BIFTA.
BIFTA, yes, sure. BFDDA, BIFTA, the Bellows Falls Downtown Development Alliance, started, I don't know, 20 years ago or so,
At least.
in 90s, late 90s, 25, 27 years
When,
ago.
yeah.
By Monty, by Rock and Hammer, and others. I got involved with it as economic development director. I was on the board as the merchant with the gallery, and as a lot of these nonprofits go, it's hard to get a lot of help sometimes, but we're doing a lot better now. I am now currently the president of BIFTA, and that just means that I am pretty involved with a lot of what's going on with it and can be a talking head about it. But the person who is absolutely amazing and is our supreme champion, you probably all met her, is Betsy Thurston. And
I call her BIFTA Betsy.
BIFTA Betsy. As executive director, she has been tremendous. Her energy is just overflowing. Her vision, her commitment is incredible. And she's recently gotten a job now also working with the town as assistant clerk. So
I didn't realize that.
the
Cool.
fact that BIFTA, working with all the merchants and coordinating with other nonprofits and acting as the non-governmental agency to do a lot of governmental type stuff, which is what it does for everybody, the fact that she's in town hall means we've got this line of communication that's better than it's been in a long time.
That's great.
And I think that you're going to see a lot of really positive stuff. And Scott, from what I can tell, the town manager, has been
Yeah, he's
super
a-
open-minded
he's on
and
fire.
positive.
Yeah, he's
So
really good.
I think we're in a tremendous era and a good moment, and it makes sense because, you know, we have if it's 2022, we have 8 years to 2030, and in 1930, this was, if not just about the most wealthy municipality in the United States of America. So we're in a
Really?
100-year cycle. Yeah, with the
How do you
71
get
mills
these
and the
things?
whole thing.
Oh, okay.
No,
I
yeah,
didn't
in
know that.
1930, this was the place. This was where they were producing the most goods that were being shipped. And it was all going to Bedford and getting sent out. New Bedford is the wealthiest port in the world, and Bellows Falls is one of the wealthiest municipalities in the country. We were manufacturing, they were shipping, and it's been 100 years, so it's time to get back to it.
Get back to it. Yep.
Now we're in local history. How
I
cool
know,
is
this-
I
that?
like history.
Can
I like
Can I say
history.
one thing I forgot?
Well, we only have about a minute though, so we got.
I can do it, and you can also get, go online to buy a raffle ticket.
Okay. You
That's
can go
what I
on,
wanted to say.
But say your.
And Biff
say
the
your-
Facebook is lots of information at the Biff the Facebook page, Biff the
All right.
website. Yep.
Give us your phone number.
I don't know my number, but canalstreetartgallery.com.
Jeez.
Canalstreetartgallery.com, as in canalstreetartgallery.com.
All right.
And ours, riverartisanscooperative.com, also on Facebook. I'll say it again, no spaces, riverartisanscooperative.com.
All right, and that is it for the. You guys are great. I'm
Yeah.
really.
come
You
back.
need to come back in
Not next
January.
week, but let's come back.
because it's just so much energy here. This is
Yeah.
great.
We could bring some artists with us.
That would be fantastic. That would really be cool. All right, that's it for the feed. 10 days till Christmas. We'll see you.
Merry
Happy,
Christmas.
happy,
Happy,
merry,
happy.
merry.
Local news, politics, business, sports, arts, music.